Hey everyone, have you ever wondered what makes the best basketball players like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Stephen Curry so dominant? These guys, they're not just good, they're on another level. In today's video, we're going to reveal the secrets behind these stars' success. We're talking about the blood, sweat, and tears, the dedication, the work ethic, everything that separates the greats from the rest of us. From insane training routines to off-court habits, you'll discover what it takes to stand out in basketball. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, because what you're about to learn could change your game. Now let's dive into the secrets of basketball giants. Listen up, the first secret to becoming a basketball legend? It's simple. Dedication to training. And I'm not talking about just showing up for practice and going through the motions. I'm talking about putting in the extra work. The kind of work that makes your coaches tell you to take a break. These guys, these legends, they live and breathe basketball. Take Stephen Curry, for example. The man's got a shot smoother than silk, and you know why? Because he's out there every single day, rain or shine, putting up thousands of shots. He's not just jacking up shots either. He's paying attention to every detail, the angle, the release, the arc. He's obsessed with perfecting his craft. And it's not just Curry. You think LeBron James got that jacked physique by sitting on the couch? Please, the man's a workout warrior. He's in the gym day in and day out, pushing himself to the limit. And that's what separates the good from the great. It's not just about talent, it's about hard work, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to getting better every single day. These guys, they don't take days off, and neither should you. If you want to be great, you gotta put in the work. Consistency is key, folks. You can't just go hard one day and slack off the next. You gotta bring it every single day, even when you're tired, even when you're sore, even when you don't feel like it. That's how you build championship habits. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a basketball legend. Let's talk about physicality. You think basketball is just about dribbling and shooting? Think again. This is a physically demanding sport, and if you want to compete at the highest level, you gotta have the body of an athlete. We're talking strength, explosiveness, endurance. You gotta be able to withstand the pounding, the pushing, the shoving. You gotta be able to run up and down the court for 48 minutes and still have enough gas in the tank to hit that game-winning shot. Look at LeBron James, a physical specimen. The man's built like a tank, and he didn't get that way by accident. He spends countless hours in the weight room, lifting heavy iron, building those muscles. He does functional exercises, plyometrics, cardio, you name it. He's got a whole team of trainers and specialists working with him to make sure his body is in peak condition. And it's not just about brute strength. You need explosiveness to jump higher, run faster, and outmaneuver your opponents. Plyometric exercises like box jumps and jump squats are crucial for developing that explosive power. And don't forget about endurance. Basketball is a game of runs, and you gotta be able to keep up with the pace. High-intensity interval training, running sprints, it's all part of the game. Of course, none of this matters if you're not fueling your body properly. These guys, they're not out there eating junk food and drinking soda. They're following strict diets packed with lean protein, complex carbs, and healthy fats. They're paying attention to what they put into their bodies because they know it directly impacts their performance. And let's not forget about recovery. LeBron James, he spends millions of dollars on his body every year. Massages, cryotherapy, you name it, he's doing it. Because recovery is just as important as training. You gotta give your body time to rest and repair so you can come back stronger the next day. Now let's talk about the mental game. You see, basketball isn't just a physical sport, it's a mental one too. In fact, I'd argue that the mental aspect is even more important than the physical. Because when you're out there on the court, the pressure is on, the crowd is roaring, and your mind can either be your biggest asset or your worst enemy. The greats, the legends, they understand this. They know that to be successful, they need to have an unshakable mentality. They need to be able to block out the distractions, quiet the doubts, and focus on the task at hand. And that takes practice, just like any other skill. Michael Jordan, the ultimate competitor, he always said that the key to his success was his belief in himself. He knew he was the best player on the court even when nobody else did, and that confidence allowed him to take over games, to hit those clutch shots when it mattered most. These guys, they use all sorts of techniques to stay mentally sharp. Visualization is a big one. They'll close their eyes and imagine themselves making plays, hitting shots, winning games. It's like mental rehearsal, and it helps them build confidence and prepare for any situation. Mindfulness is another important tool. It's about being present in the moment, not dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future outcomes. It's about staying calm and focused, even under pressure. And it's something that takes practice, but the benefits are well worth it. These guys, they train their minds just as hard as they train their bodies. They put themselves in pressure situations in practice, simulating the last seconds of a game, so that when the real deal comes along, they're ready. They know that pressure can either burst pipes or make diamonds, and they choose to be diamonds. Listen folks, basketball isn't just about running and gunning, chucking up shots without a care in the world. The greats, they understand that basketball is a game of strategy, a chess match on the hardwood. They're not just playing the game, they're thinking the game 2-3 steps ahead of everyone else. These guys, they're film room junkies. They spend hours upon hours studying game tape, analyzing their opponents, breaking down their tendencies, looking for any weakness they can exploit. They know their opponents better than their opponents know themselves. Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba, he was notorious for his obsessive film study. He'd watch hours of tape on his opponents, learning their every move, their every counter move. He knew their strengths, their weaknesses, their tendencies, everything. He'd be able to tell you what they were going to do before they even knew themselves. And it's not just about studying your opponents, it's about studying the game itself. Understanding the nuances, the strategies, the flow of the game, knowing when to push the pace, when to slow it down, when to take a risk, when to play it safe. It's about being a student of the game, always learning, always evolving. And here's the thing, the best players, they're not just students of the game, they're masters of adaptation. They understand that the game is fluid, that things can change in an instant. They can adjust their game plan on the fly, react to their opponent's adjustments, and exploit any advantage they can find. Let me tell you something, folks. Being a basketball legend isn't a 9-to-5 job. It's not something you can just turn on and off like a light switch. It's a lifestyle, a 24/7 commitment to excellence. And that means paying attention to what you do off the court, just as much as what you do on the court. These guys, they understand that their bodies are their temples. They treat them with respect, they get enough sleep, they eat a healthy diet, they avoid excesses. They know that they can't perform at their best if they're not taking care of themselves physically and mentally. LeBron James, he's a prime example. The man spends millions of dollars every year on his body. He's got a personal chef, a personal trainer, a whole team of specialists dedicated to keeping him in peak condition. He understands that his body is his investment, and he's not afraid to spend money to protect that investment. And it's not just about physical health, it's about mental health too. These guys, they have a lot on their plates, the pressure, the scrutiny, the expectations, it can be overwhelming. So they make sure to take care of their mental health, whether it's through meditation, spending time with loved ones, or simply taking some time for themselves. And here's another important thing. They know how to balance their personal and professional lives. They make time for their families, their friends, their hobbies. They understand that basketball is important, but it's not the only thing that matters. They have a life outside of basketball, and that helps them stay grounded, stay focused, and avoid burnout. Let me tell you something, folks. No matter how talented you are, no matter how much of a superstar you think you are, you'll never achieve true greatness in basketball on your own. Basketball is a team sport, and that means checking your ego at the door and embracing the power of teamwork. The best players, the legends, they understand this. They know that they're only as good as the players around them. They don't see their teammates as competition. They see them as brothers, as comrades in arms. They're willing to share the ball, to make the extra pass, to put the team's success ahead of their own individual glory. And here's the thing about teamwork. It's not just about what happens on the court. It's about building a sense of camaraderie, of trust, of respect off the court as well. It's about hanging out together, supporting each other, pushing each other to be better. And you know what else is important? Humility. These guys, they're at the top of their game, but they never stop learning. They're always looking for ways to improve, always willing to listen to their coaches, their teammates, even their opponents. They understand that no matter how good they are, there's always someone out there who can teach them something. Kobe Bryant, for all his greatness, he never stopped trying to learn. He'd pick the brains of opposing players, of coaches, of anyone he thought could help him get better. He understood that the moment you stop learning is the moment you start falling behind. Did you enjoy learning the secrets of the world's best basketball players? Remember, success in sports doesn't come from talent alone, but also from hard work, discipline, and love for the game. If you apply these tips to your training and life, who knows, you might be the next star on the court. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends who also love basketball. Comment below, which of these secrets will you start applying to your game? Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.